Oh my. That wasn't the fire I was expecting. I thought you were talking about the fire in the mid. Oh. Getting dream vibes from Revelations?
Now, it is time I told you the story of my people. It is time you learned the truth about this world. The Dulmar was a great, noble, and prosperous civilization. They were people of peace, a thriving society of wisdom and art. Then, everything changed. At the dawn
When the
of
Fire
the
Nation
Third
attacked,
Age,
sorry.
we were attacked by the Shadows. Over the years, our colonies have fallen one by one. The Shadows have slaughtered our settlers without mercy. They filled our hearts with terrible fear. In the great halls of Unnatko, the capital city of our world, the Circle of Elders have chosen 3 of our best people. Roran, the most skilled warrior. Theodore, the brightest of all scholars. And a devoted shaman, me. We were called the Amajat, the Seekers. Our goal was to find a legendary place of great power, Quern. We embarked on a journey to face the unknown and to find what was hidden. This quest has forged a strong friendship between the 3 of us. Over the years, we visited countless worlds. We became exhausted and shattered under the weight of the responsibility. We learned that the Shadows had reached the outer walls of Unatko. We almost lost faith, but we couldn't stop. As we kept searching, we found a world that astonished all of us. This very world. Here, we found what we needed the most. Time. Time to find a way. A way to save our people. Our worries trapped us here, knowing that our home is only safe if we stay on this island. The search was over. We knew that finding this island in our time of need was not an accident. It gave us hope, and we started to believe that this world was Quern. Over centuries, we perfected our expertise. We, the Amajat, have become idols of strength, intellect, and discipline. But it was not enough. The infinite time we have been given made us obsessed with the overcoming urge to save our people. As we kept training and learning, pursuing power slowly became our only passion. We had risen above the boundaries of the body and mind. Eventually, we almost forgot the very principle of our mission. And then, I had a vision of our people. I saw their suffering. At that moment, I understand we had become the very power we were sent to search for. It was time for us to head home. I knew we were prepared. We were ready to face them. But the Shadows were no longer my worst fear. I was afraid of what we had become. I was afraid of facing reality. We appeared at the edge of doom. Most of our great city was burning in flames. Unatko, our home, was about to fall. And then, we vanquished our enemies. There was no fight. They couldn't fight back. We cleansed our city of the Shadows. A war that had lasted years ended in seconds. We were the saviors. We were celebrated like gods. And that's exactly how we felt. But we knew that the people we saved were not really our people anymore. We no longer belonged here. We felt we were more. After witnessing our power, people lost their faith in the Council. We, the Amajat, have taken their place. But having fulfilled our destiny, the strong bond between the 3 of us started to fade. A new era has begun. The era of division and conflict. As our disagreements became stronger, we turned against each other. This caused the people to take sides. A war has erupted from within. A war we were too proud to stop. Chaos rumbled across the streets of Unatko. We watched our once thriving society fall apart. Our home was destroyed. All because of us. Because of what we have become. I couldn't live with myself. I couldn't bear the great emptiness I felt anymore. I left what remained of my world for one final journey. Following the path we once walked upon, I found Quern once again. But I did not come back for its power. I came back to face the curse that made me forget who I was. I spent centuries meditating on my past mistakes, trying to find a way to make up for what I'd done. By accepting the loss of all attachments that kept me in the physical world, I managed to ascend to a new form of existence. In this way, I will never lose myself again, and I can guard this place for eternity. He didn't want you to know about our heritage. He didn't want you to see how the power of the island can ruin an entire civilization. He too wants to ignore it, but you must know the truth. He cannot accept the destructive power of this knowledge that he worships above all else. No civilization could contain this kind of power, especially not a single person. It is time for you to return to his path. I will meet you back at the entrance.
Oh my, that was Exposition Dump 101. Oh god, okay. That was a really, really cool sequence though. Yeah, I don't really know, like, if we're supposed to be, like, actually conflicted on which side to choose. Oh, look at the ceiling and all the... That's cool. Because, like, literally, basically since the begin, like, maybe not the first time we met her, but, like, basically from, like, the second time we met, what's her name? Gamora? No, that's Marvel. Once we met her... Gamana. Yeah. Once we met Gamana, like, basically from, like, the second time, I was kind of, like, on her side. So I really don't know if, like, this is supposed to be, like, a... which side do we choose type of story. But... I don't know. It definitely seems like Gamora, the more, you know what, close enough. It just definitely seems like either she is like the best story fabricator in all of existence, which is possible, or like her life experience is definitely like she's just trying to save other civilizations now that her civilization has failed due to their own...
Now you must continue following his guidance. I will help you get back on his path. He was the first person who found this island after we left. And you must be the last person to ever be here.
This is so trippy. Just walking on air. I can't sprint either. This is there's only one speed when you're air walking. That is actually kind of gorgeous, just coming around the rock and seeing all those lights.
You have to go alone now. But soon, we will meet again.
Oh, I'm sure of it. Okay. Area discovered the right tunnel. Okay, we got more teleportation crystals. A weird spring. Okay. There's only 2 inputs here, right? Oh, no, there's... Hi. I gotta put you up there on that, don't I? And then send you back. Oh, that's fun. And then that will let me teleport. Let me take that back. Lower mechan. Okay, so we're underneath the mechanics room now. Oh god, we are gonna have to do Simon Says Part 2, aren't we? Hi, Prism.
These are the lower levels of the mechanics. It was here I learned that all the attributes of the different minerals could be harnessed by dividing the energy beam of the white crystal. The shortage of crystalline materials no longer hindered my work. With this knowledge, I was even able to isolate green crystal beams, the exact same energy ray that the ancient gateways use. This could suggest that there is a connection between this world and the origin of the ancient gateways. Focusing on my work helped me deal with the unbearable loneliness that started to consume my mind.
So Quern, truth conquers all. So Quern is potentially the origin point of the world lines. Interesting. Okay. Loop up. Yeah, there's like a whole, that's the main level of the mechanics. You can actually see the spiral staircase in there, can't you? And then here's the different layers of the outside that we had to use to unlock it. Oh god, Simon Says is right there. I hate it. Right? Where is it? Where is it? I can feel its presence. Oh yeah, no, it's super satisfying seeing previous locations and knowing that you're progressing, knowing, oh, I remember that area, but now I'm in a new area. Okay, so we have a safe vault, and we need some kind of combination. Yeah. Okay, so what is the combination? That is the goal of this area, probably. Well, let's go through this door and see... Okay, that was useful. Let's not forget the rule I set up for myself, and let's go around and see if we can see any. Okay. Not more, Simon says. Yeah, Dirk Teamwork has been doing really well in this adventure so far. Okay, so no obvious clues as to what potentially could be the combination. Oh wait, we haven't even looked at this machine yet. Hold on, what's this? Almost overlooked something vitally important, I'm sure. Okay, here we go. This is what we need to work on. What do I do here? Oh god, we have more room rotations going on. I can already tell by the way that's laid out, very similar to before. It has a 2 above it, which means that's probably the second step. Or a 10 if you're going by the... We also have A and B, which is reminiscent to teleportation. We also have a C, which I can't do anything to interact with those. Hello? Was not expect... Okay, so that's not teleportation. That's... We're moving the machine room. Is that gonna make you go back, or... Oh god, what did I do? I can't reset it. Wait. Oh, here we have more... Okay, so these are more settings to rotate the room properly. Instead of a button to switch between this time, we have a slider, so it's easier to go it's actually easier to go exactly to the layer that we want to go to. The only issue I see here is that, unlike before, we don't have a selection that gives us a single layer, so this is going to be a little bit more complicated than it was before. Reset. Also, I can't really figure out... So this is choosing layers. What does this do? That did nothing. We can switch between the white and the yellow, and I'm definitely gathering that the white is the inner staircase and the yellow is the different layers of rotation. Okay, so now we're moving the layers back up to the surface. Okay, so this lever chooses between white and yellow. This layer chooses between A, B, and C. Okay, so yes, so the layers are the orange, the inner staircase is the white, and we're choosing which location to send them to. C is over to the side, B is down below, A is up above. Okay, I kind of understand this part at least. Okay, so then all we need to do is go to white and move white down to... move white to B. Which would put it down here, right? Yeah, and that gives us access to this staircase again. I didn't realize this entire room we were going to revisit as a secondary... Excuse me, tertiary puzzle. Because we already solved 2 puzzles in this room. Now we're using this room to solve a 3rd puzzle. It seems to be more of a navigational system right now, though. Okay, so this puts us up here. Being up here doesn't do me any good from what I can tell. Also, what's notable is there's like bars over this one, so it's like we only can't even go in that side. Blind Durg, excuse me, what? I'm not blind. I don't know what you're talking about. What am I missing? Oh, I am actually blind. Okay. Okay, so that opens the gate over there. Okay. I'm not blind. I don't know what you're talking about. These blue eyes have never seen anything better. What does this do? Oh, it's... Whatever it is, it has a second piece of some of this that I just picked up, so I'm going to need that. It's a mechanical arm that is obviously controlled by the button, but doesn't seem to be doing anything right now. And here we go. This is like going to be the final, give me the piece that I need. Okay. Ah, so I'm going to need like... I'm gonna guess 2 more pieces for this. And this is gonna be another number combo. The number combo that we're going to get from that? Well, then what's going on with the door? Because this is gonna be another 5-digit number just like we had in the first room, right? Is that 5 digits? 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 digits, excuse me? There's also more gramophone, which almost makes me feel like there's gonna be music involved. Because we know we had a music puzzle or sound puzzle before with gramophones involved. Oh, you know what? I already figured out how to get to that, I think. Hold on. All we have to do is move the staircase to C again. And then it will be waiting for us up here. Ceiling? Never mind, I thought we were going to use the staircase to grab that off the hook. I may have? Oh, actually, no, that's correct. I'm sorry. And then we just grab this out. Yeah, now we just need 1 more, which I don't know where it is. Let me look at, with nothing here, what does it look like? I can't walk into it. Okay. We have this whole, like, rotation shenanigans that I'm not sure... what's going on with that. It seems like we can only rotate it when it's down, so let's move it down back to B. Oh, wait. 1, 2. Do Do I have to move? I can't move. Can I move white down to B as well, or no? No, they have to be separate. The numbers are clickable. Oh! Oh! Thank you. I would have never guessed to freaking click the numbers. So this isn't a combo, this is a selection. 0, 1, 2, 2. Why are there 2 2s? I don't like 2 2s. I don't do ballerina. So if I do that, 0 does nothing. But if I do 1, it does nothing. If I do 2, nothing. -3, nothing. Do I have to put a... I have to put a number in all of them, don't I? Okay, that's why there's 2 2s. I probably need 2 2s to be able to make this work. And then this is also going to give me a number combination as well at the end of it. Okay. How does the rotation work, though? Hold on. Just reset everything. I'm glad there's just a reset button. Okay. So I have... Oh, okay, I kind of get it. So, the layers that are highlighted are going to be affected by that number. So, layer 1 and layer... yeah, I'll go from the inside out this time. I think I did reverse last time, but it's fine. This is a different puzzle, so we can do it different. So, layer 1 and layer 2 are going to be affected by this slot. Layer 2 and layer 4 by this slot. Layer 2 and layer... Or sorry, layer 1 and layer 3 by this slot. And then layer 4 and layer 3 by this slot. So with that in mind, does that mean... So if I do... How do I unclick the numbers? Is there a way to unclick the numbers? So if we do, because this is layer 3 and 4. Okay. So layer 3 is going to be -2 and +2. So if I hit start, layer 3 should not move at all. Correct. Okay. We have figured out how this puzzle works. The issue is... Okay, hold on. So layer 1 is right there. What is the... So if layer... Or we need to do like layer 4. Layer 4 is -1. So how much is 1 digit? Why are you not on? Okay, so layer 4 should be at door number 2, which I think door number 2 is probably going to be the one boarded up. Yeah, you can see layer 4 has a doorway there. So, okay. So door number 2 is the one that's blocked up, so I need to get everything aligned to door number 1. In one click, or... It was moving with more than one click before. Why was that the case? Okay. So if I need to get everything lined up to door number 1... Layer 1's already lined to door 1. Okay, so we have layer 1. Layer 2. Layer 3. And layer 4. Actually, let's do this. Layer 3. Layer 4. This is going to be layer 1. It's going to be layer 2. Okay. And then we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going, those numbers are going to represent the different spots we have to choose from. So, spot 1, 2, 3, 4. So spot 1 is going to affect layers 1 and layers 2. So, we'll just put a Y there for yes. So it's layers 1 and layers 2. Spot 2 is going to affect layers 2 and layers 4. And then spot 3 is going to affect 1 and 3. Actually, I can go up. There we go. Okay. Going to affect 1 and 3. And then spot 4 is going to affect 3 and 4. Okay. Wait, whoop. I'm sorry. It's 3 and 4. Okay. Okay. So now we've figured out which layers affect which ones. Now we need to figure out, in one move, what numbers to move each, or what values to move each layer or each spot by to align all 4 layers properly to door 1. Each layer has 2 values that are going to affect it. Negative values or positive values or 0. There is a single 0. So there's going to be one, I guarantee there's going to be one spot that has a 0 in it. There's also 2 2s. Having 2 2s is important because that means otherwise I would just put a 3 there at the end just to make it symmetrical. So we're going to need 2 2s. Unless the 2 2s are the red herring. I'm going to go off the assumption that we're going to need 2 2s. And from initial observation, it seems like one value is a 90-degree rotation. So 2 would rotate it half to the mirrored side. let's take a close look at this, because this is the reset one, right? Yeah, this is reset. So let's take a look at this. So we have layer 1, the most inside one, is already on door 1. We have layer 2 is mirrored. Layer 3 is to the right, and layer 4 is to the left. So there's one door, or there's one layer on each of the cardinal directions at each location. So let's start with layer 1 and try to figure that one out, because layer 1 is already at the designated spot we need to have it at. So what positions affect layer 1? Spot 1 and spot 3. Spot 1 affects layer 2, and spot 3 affects layer 3. So, where is layer 2? Layer 2 is mirrored, so that means we need a value of 2 or negative 2. Either one would be fine, and that would put it at door 1. If we put a value of negative 2 there, that would then rotate layer 1 also mirrored, which means on the other one that affects layer 1, that would be spot 3, we would need to have also a 2 or negative 2 to put it back to where it's supposed to go. But it would need to be the inverse to essentially counteract it. Or not necessarily, because it is 50-50, so it could be that we also just we could put a 2 in spot 1 and a 2 in spot 3. That's what's tricky about the 2s, is that you could do the inverse. You don't necessarily have to counteract it. Okay. So, let's try solving this by using solution. So let's try solving this by, in spot 1, which affects layer 1, we will put a positive 2. That'll affect it by essentially rotating layer 1, layer 2 across. And then that would mean in spot 3, which, hold on, where is spot 3 located? Because it actually might, spot 3 is located on the right side. So we need a value of positive, because I'm going to assume, I should have paid attention. I guess we can just test it real quick. Hold on. Is positive going to be clockwise or counterclockwise? That's what I'm trying to test. So layer 1 has a 2 by it. So layer 1 should rotate this way. Oh, wait, I'm dumb. It didn't rotate because there's... Okay, so hold on. Let me put a 2 here and put a 0 here. Reset everything. And now layer 1 should rotate clockwise. It does. Positive is clockwise. That is important to remember. Go ahead and reset it. Okay, so if we put you here, that's going to rotate you clockwise. But then we also put a... If we put a positive 2 here, that would put 1 back where it needs to be at door 1. The issue would be that would move layer 3 from all the way over here to all the way over here. So then on the other one that affects layer 3, we would need a negative 1 to move it back to... So the other one that affects layer 3 is 4, or spot 4. So if we put a negative 1 there, that will then move layer 4 back to spot 1. Which means we just put a 0 here. Hold on. Whoops. Yeah, so it should be 2, 0, 2, negative 1. That's the solution, right? 2, 0, 2, negative 1. So 2, 0, 2, let's put a negative 1 here. 202 -1. The door's open! Holy crap, that's amazing. I love logic puzzles. Oh, that's so fun. Ah, I love it. Okay. Okay, this is not the Simon Says side, so we're fine. Why did I need to come back in here? Because of you. You're a keyhole. Aha! You just try and error with a little bit of logic thinking. See, yes, trial and error. And I know I've up to this point in my career puzzle games, there has been a lot of puzzles that I have indeed trialed and errored. What I'm trying to do is, as I get more and more familiar with a lot of how these puzzles work, I am trying to do I'm trying to get better at figuring out the logic behind them and how they actually function. So writing it down would have actually made it faster for you. No, I thought about it yesterday when I was doing that teleportation puzzle yesterday, where we solved to get the first of the circuit boards. I was like, why was I writing that down on my notebook that y'all can't see when I literally have a notebook in this game that I can literally write down and y'all can see my note-taking and logic process as I'm doing it out. So, but yeah, it's fun. At least we can save the painful one for later. Oh god, I just glimpsed the Simon Says puzzle. Yeah. I don't think we have to solve it again, though. I think, because now we put the key in and solve this button, that opened up, we have visual on the third digit we need for the number combo. The issue is, it's on the other side. And so now we have to figure out how to get to the other side. Your solution for this side was -3, 1, -1, 2. Okay, it's neat there's actually multiple solutions, though. The issue is this side is completely barred off, so we can't go in it. So if we tried to go over to door 2, we wouldn't even be able to go in. And there's no way to rotate the entire room around, right? Unless it... So, I have a question that I'm about to ask myself. Let's move... it's A. Let's move, the staircase up back to the top. And then let's move the rotating layers to C. Okay. I think I just solved my issue. We can access the second side by coming up here. Okay. So, all we need to do is move that back down here, solve for the second door, and then move it up there, and we'll be able to get into the other side. Okay. Time for step 2. Go ahead and reset. Okay. So now, we have to do this again, but for door 2. So, let's go ahead and get rid of my current solution. Actually, I can do this. 2, 0, 2, -1, and then we're going to go ahead and do solution for the second door. That way, just in case if for some reason we need to go back, we still have the solution for the first one if I forget it. Okay, so for the second solution, we need to get the second door. So It's actually the inverse. Where we have layer 1, layer 2. Layer 2's in the correct position. Layer 1 needs to go around 50%. So it starts off the same. We put a 2 here in spot 1. It reverses those. This time, layer 2. Wait, is it just 2, -1, 2, 0? No. No. So if it would be 2, that puts layer 2 back toward door 2. The issue is now layer 4 is over. So that would mean layer 4 is on this side. So I need a -1 on layer 4. So it's 2, 0, -1, right? I'm jumping a few steps here, but my instinct tells me that's it or close to being it. So 2, 2, 0, -1. So 2, 2. Hold on. 2, 2, 0. Wait, what? 2, 2, 0, -1. Yeah, that's it. Okay, cool. Fuck, that was actually really simple. Okay. And then all I need to do now is push this to to spot C, and then we'll have access to the other side. Just like that. Okay, I will accept the Big Brain Dirt compliments for this one. I feel extremely satisfied with this puzzle. You got -2201. Fuck you, Simon says. I beat you this time. Oh my god, we're playing... What? This is not what I was expecting. -2, 2, 0, -1. So literally a 1 number difference. Okay. There's no way, right? What? There's no way this is just a gambling machine. I have to just keep pulling it until I get the right symbols, right? What? Also, that specific symbol, that is a keyframe. That's literally just a keyframe symbol from any editing program. Anyway, sorry. Okay. No more smart Durg. What do I do here? What? Oh no, the ultimate dragon lure gambling. There has to be a... Just keep going? Okay. Bullshit. That's so dumb. Oh my god. Okay. I realize it's scripted. I should have guessed it would be scripted. I thought, like, I was... okay. Time to crack the save. 46, 11, 37, 77. Okay. Well, that's obviously the code to go to this thing. Okay. Now for my nemesis. I always forget. Do I go left first or do I go right first? Or does it even, or in this case, does it even matter as long as I hit the number? I hate save combinations for this particular reason. Or dial combinations, I should call them. Okay, what is it? It is 46 is the first one, so 46. Oh, okay. In this case, it doesn't even matter. We just have to put the numbers in, I think, right? Yeah, it doesn't matter which direction we go. So 46, 11, 37, 35, 36, 37, and 77. 77. Nice. Okay. We will see what's behind the safe door right after the ad break. Oh my god. Okay, I am actually extremely clips like that. I am so happy with this puzzle. Like, you have, like, I don't know why, but this puzzle just made me so extremely happy. Like, what a cliffhanger. Thank you for the hydrate. But no, like, oh god, the logicking out exactly how this works was so fun. I can go ahead and delete this. I'm gonna keep this. I'm never gonna delete this. This is gonna stay in here for the rest of the game just because it is my keepsake for completing this puzzle. I am so happy with it. Oh god, okay. I think we found my favorite puzzle in the game just because, like, once you actually started, like, looking at it, it became so easy just to figure out exactly how it functioned. And I think this is going to be a strategy and a perspective that I take going into challenges into puzzles and stuff going forward, is just trying to, like, really dive into the mechanics and figure out exactly how it functions with as much of a visual aid to y'all to help my thinking process as I can. Because I don't know, it just felt satisfying to be able to solve it like that, rather than just kind of like fiddling around with it till something clicks. Literally, or like literally or figuratively. I can't believe they had a freaking scripted gambling thing. Can I? It won't even let me pull it anymore. That's so dumb, but it's also so funny. So yeah, it's definitely my favorite environment is the underwater tunnel. My favorite puzzle is probably this one. That almost kind of looks like a face. Why is that all? Looks like a face just like staring at me as I solve this puzzle. Welcome back from the ad break, everyone. Let's go see what's behind this safe door. Oh, this is the other side. I knew it. I knew that was gonna open. Why can we go back in here now? Wait. I completely forgot to grab something, didn't I? I don't know why I didn't think to grab it yet. Hold on. Give me that! Give me my prize for winning at gambling. What I do find interesting is how... Oh, actually no. We're fine. Yeah. So I was gonna comment about how, in specifically this puzzle chamber, how he had a secondary way out, whereas in the first one he didn't. But also in this one, would be no way to actually go back, I don't think, because even placing like this on here. Oh no, we can. We can go back this way. So why did he install a second way to come out of this one if he wasn't anticipating the bridge to be destroyed when he didn't install a second way out of the other one? That might be a little bit of a plot hole. Maybe. I don't know. Because we wouldn't need the combination for the safe to get out back the normal way if the bridge wasn't destroyed. That does bring in the question, though. Does Gamora, whatever her name is, does she think it was accidentally destroyed? Or is Maythorn anticipating her help and intentionally had that bridge destroyed somehow to make it seem like an accident? And then had this secondary way out because he knew it was going to be destroyed. Am I thinking way too deep into this? Probably. That would be some 5-head move. Okay. We have the what I think is the final piece for this. And what does this do for us now? Whoa! Oh my god, it's a giant elevator. Okay. No kidding. Oh, we can go inside. I was like, where do I go now? He likes a spiral staircase, doesn't he? Area discovered the reservoir cave. We got more angles. Oh boy. What's over this way? Let me go look over here first. Okay, we got shapes associated with numbers. Let me go ahead and take a sketch of that. Pickaxe, more stuff he's making with crystals. We got a gate that doesn't open that leads to the black void, apparently. Ooh. We have a bridge with multiple gates blocking it, leading to a... Excuse me. Ah! We are about to learn the vibrations of the crystals. Why does this remind me of Myst 3 Amateria? Oh, wait, because there was a very similar style puzzle, I think, in it.